On the day of college entrance exams, I accompanied Ethan to the testing center and blocked calls from his childhood friend. That innocent girl had been violated and fled overseas. When Ethan received his acceptance letter, he celebrated with me and confessed his feelings. That night he kept pouring me drinks, then carried me to the underpass where homeless men assaulted me. I coded twice in the ER. The surviving version of me contracted an STD. Ethan peeled an apple by my hospital bed, asking Emily, "Do you finally understand what Sophia endured?" I withered away in that sterile room. When I reopened my eyes, I was back at the exam site watching Ethan abandon his test. Smirking, I checked into a private hospital suite. Sunlight filtered through maple leaves outside my window as that familiar voice echoed, "Emily, do you feel Sophia's pain now?" Ethan's knife kept circling the fruit. "What did you say?" My voice scraped raw from screaming. 4 weeks earlier, Sophia had tearfully confessed her assault after Ethan's college acceptance. He'd clasped her hands, murmuring, "None of that matters if you stay." Yet this was the same boy who'd sworn to hate that airhead party girl forever, who'd pledged eternal love to me during senior prom. Sophia pulled away, smiling through tears. "I'm tainted goods now. Be happy with Emily." She boarded her flight without looking back. Ethan never chased her. "You should have reported it," I said when he invited me to his acceptance party. He gripped my wrist. I only comforted her as a friend. "You're my forever girl." At the celebration, he kept refilling my champagne flute. Cheers erupted when he kissed my forehead. I should have called an Uber, but let him carry me through moonlit streets instead. I woke to rancid body odor and grasping hands. Ethan's camera light blinked red in the shadows. My parents sobbed at my bedside while he performed perfect penitence. "I'll take responsibility," he vowed. 2 code blues later, my mother's jet black hair turned snow white. "Where were you?" I screamed when Ethan visited. He cradled my bandaged hands. "Right here, darling. Always." The police found nothing. Prophylactics failed. During my first lucid moment, Ethan played the assault video on his iPhone. Glass shattered as I knocked it away, but the audio kept looping my whimpers. Their jeers. "Now you'll know Sophia's shame 1,000-fold." His triumph curdled my forefluids. I clawed at my scalp until blood streaked the pillowcase. Dad's private hospital suite had soundproof walls. Spring breeze fluttered the curtains as I eyed the courtyard below. The iPhone rang, breaking the spell. Ethan's voice turned saccharine. "Don't worry, Mr. Davis. I'm taking good care of Emily." He smirked, hanging up. "Your dad begged me not to tell you. The cops closed your case this morning." Wind chimes sang as I lunged for his throat. "Say it. Just say it. What exactly did Mr. Davis say? What happened to him?" An ominous feeling rose in my chest, my heart pounding wildly. "Your mom, she was crossing the street absent-mindedly after grocery shopping for you. Didn't notice the traffic light. A car, Mom. I don't have a mom anymore." I collapsed weakly to the floor, screaming through tears. "Mommy. Mommy. I want my mommy. Karma's a real bitch. Isn't it?" The last thing I remembered was Mr. Davis's bitter words before darkness swallowed me. When I woke, tubes snaked down my throat. Mr. Davis's calloused hands enveloped mine, his tears splashing onto the hospital sheets. Machines beeped erratically as the virus ravaged my body. "Uncle. Emily will pull through. She has to." Ethan's soothing voice dripped with fake concern, though triumph glittered in his eyes. My vision blurred as monitors shrieked alarms. "Get out." Mr. Davis's gruff command startled even me. He never raised his voice. The door slammed behind Ethan's retreating form. "Baby girl." Mr. Davis choked out, his football linebacker frame shaking with silent sobs. "Don't leave me alone. Please." His tears burned where they fell on my taped hand. "My brave girls fought through worse. You'll beat this too." Between arranging Mom's funeral and keeping vigil at my bedside, Mr. Davis aged a decade in weeks. When Sophia breezed in waving stacks of cash, I silently screamed warnings through my oxygen mask. Please. Mr. Davis. Emily and I were like sisters. Sophia pressed the money into Mr. Davis's trembling hands. The monitor betrayed my spiking pulse as she leaned over my bed later. Funny story. She purred. That whole gang rape? Pure fiction. Just wanted to see if Ethan would choose me. My ventilator tube gurgled with bloody froth. All those study dates? He only wanted free tutoring. Our wedding invitations will be black-edged. Just for you. My phone buzzed relentlessly with Ethan's custom ringtone, my own voice singing "When will the moon be clear?" The caller ID flashed Sophia. Suddenly I was 17 again. Standing outside the SAT testing center. Ethan waved eagerly. His shout carrying across the parking lot, Emily Davis. After this test. You're mine. Rage flooded my veins like liquid nitrogen. My nails drew blood from clenched palms. This time. When Sophia's call interrupted. I handed Ethan the phone with a sweet smile. She's in trouble. Ethan's tan drained to parchment. Thugs grabbed her near the old mill. Call 911. I suggested mildly. I can't. He already shoved past me. This is my last chance at college. The poetic justice tasted sweeter than victory. Last life. I'd shielded him from distractions. Now I watched him sprint toward ruin. My laughter mixing with the morning bell. Let the hero play savior. I'd be busy rewriting this tragedy. Emily. You're the best. Ethan said before rushing toward Sophia. Sophia hadn't actually been violated, she'd confessed this truth to me herself in my previous life. What would Ethan do if he discovered Sophia had orchestrated everything deliberately? Remembering how Mom had died distracted in a car crash. How Dad's illness had worsened until he lost both wife and daughter last time. I grabbed the jacket Ethan had left at my place and threw it into the trash. My mother worked as a nurse while Dad taught high school. After texting Dad, I headed straight to the hospital. Ethan, that boy Ethan, Mom's pale face tightened. Deliberately avoiding details to spare me worry. Wasn't today supposed to be your SATs? Her words confirmed Ethan's crisis. I bit back hysterical laughter. Forcing indifference. We're not close. Clinging to her arm like a child. I changed the subject. Dad's bringing lunch later, he doesn't have classes today. Oh honey. He's your classmate. Mom smoothed my hair. Nostalgia softening her features. I need to get back to work. Wait here quietly. From hallway gossip. I pieced together Ethan's heroic idiocy, rushing to abandoned suburbs to save Sophia from imaginary thugs. Falling from a second-floor window during the scuffle. My fingernails dug crescents into my palms. After everything he'd done to ruin me last lifetime. Watching him crash and burn wasn't enough, I needed front-row seats. The slap echoed before I saw them. Through the stairwell window. Mrs. Johnson rained blows on Sophia's swollen face. Slut. Last year you seduced him before finals. Made him miss Chinese lit. Then this year? Sophia's porcelain skin mottled crimson. But her voice dripped venom when she finally spoke. Why repeat tricks? Because your precious son's so easy to manipulate. Last year I let him fuck me raw instead of taking exams. This year? Fake thugs made him abandon testing again, all to prove his devotion. She laughed. Blood trickling from split lips. Face it. Mrs. Johnson. Your golden boy chose this trash over his future. My thumb hovered over the phone's recording app. After confirming Ethan's ER location. I arrived as they wheeled him out post-surgery. Family? The surgeon asked. She's my girlfriend. Ethan rasped. Desperate hope flaring when he saw me. I never agreed to that. My smile stayed pleasant even as acid churned in my gut. In the recovery room. Sophia launched into her teary performance. This is all my fault. Get out. Ethan's scream cracked. You cost me my leg. I studied my shoes to hide the grin splitting my face. A leg? Pathetic. Last lifetime he'd taken my parents. My future. My life. This was barely interest on the debt. Sophia clasped his hand. Undeterred. I'll be your crutch. You're disgusting. Ethan yanked away. Face contorted. I'll never love you. The boy who'd once charmed me with crisp white shirts and calculus notes now resembled a rabid animal. I leaned against the wall, savoring every fractured breath. This was only Act 1. Sophia seemed to tune out the world as she mused self-righteously. You must be hungry. I'll make you dinner, you always loved my homemade porridge. After she left, Ethan motioned me closer with a weak smile. Emily. Come here. Don't stay so far away from me. Okay? Though his eyes brimmed with tenderness. My stomach churned. As I approached his sickbed, memories flooded back, the oxygen mask clinging to my face during my own illness. His venomous whispers revealing bottomless contempt and cold calculation behind my back. Don't misunderstand. He rasped. There's nothing between us. Her mom abandoned the family for some guy overseas. Her alcoholic father barely noticed her. She's just clingy because I showed her kindness. He paused dramatically. Emily. I can't stand her. The only reason I helped her was, his eyes darted before landing on an excuse. To prove I could protect you. Like when those thugs harassed you years ago. Wait, he didn't save me that night? My entire reality tilted. I'd fallen for him because I thought he'd been my rescuer when in reality. Flashbacks surfaced, walking home together. Spotting switchblades glinting in alley shadows. Him bolting with "I'll get the cops." Me stumbling blind without glasses after attackers crushed them. That hazy figure driving off the thugs, had it even been him? Now this charade about proving bravery while chasing after Sophia? The truth crystallized, he'd wanted her all along while stringing me along. Emily. Be my girlfriend. His expectant smile made me laugh aloud, a harsh, joyless sound. His expression froze as I stated firmly. No. But we love each other. He sputtered. We're adults now. I tapped my phone, unleashing the damning recording. His mother's voice spilled out discussing how he'd deliberately missed last year's exams. Sophia's confession followed, admitting she'd seduced him into skipping tests. Fabricating emergencies to prove his love. Ethan lunged for the device. I stepped back smoothly. I can explain. He pleaded as the audio revealed Sophia's mocking tone. His mommy's voice still came running when I snapped my fingers. When silence fell, I stood to leave. She manipulated me. He cried. Eyes red-rimmed. I'm the victim here. We only slept together once, you're the one I truly. Stop. My voice sliced through his lies. You're pathetic, taking zero accountability while playing the martyr. Speaking these truths lifted an invisible weight from my chest. Later, hospital cafeteria, aromas of sweet and sour ribs and corn soup surrounded our family dinner. Mom teased me for clinging to her. Unaware how I'd once destroyed her, her jet black hair whitening overnight. The fatal accident during her grief-stricken days. My chest ached remembering how 3 wasted years on this snake had unraveled everything. Sweetheart? Mom frowned, touching my forehead. You're pale. Just tired. I smiled, savoring Dad's ridiculous pet names for Mom. Their playful bickering grounded me, this second chance wouldn't be squandered. The moment shattered when Mrs. Johnson spotted me. Before I could react, the woman collapsed to her knees. Emily. Please. Save my son, he'll die without you. Her desperate grip on my sleeve couldn't compare to the vice around my heart that once existed. Now, I felt nothing but frost. Mrs. Johnson's dramatic kneeling and wailing in the cafeteria immediately drew everyone's attention. Spectators eagerly pulled out their phones, filming the scene. What are you doing? Get up. My father, Mr. Davis, transformed from doting husband to stern patriarch in an instant. I won't rise until you agree to date my son. Ethan, she insisted. As my father tried pulling her up, I stopped him. Let her kneel. She wants theater? We'll give her theater. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Isn't that the woman whose son lost his leg? That's Emily, the head nurse, Mrs. Davis's daughter. This is insane. Since when do mothers guilt trip girls into dating their disabled sons? Mrs. Johnson clutched my ankle. Emily. You and Ethan dated for 3 years. How could you abandon him over an amputated leg? Mom, Mrs. Davis, stepped between us like a lioness. My daughter tutors classmates out of kindness. Not to become your emotional hostage. Keep slandering her and we'll settle this at the police station. Color drained from Mrs. Johnson's face. Ethan's on the rooftop right now. He'll jump without you. Her timing reeked of manipulation. No desperate mother would delay such news. When my parents insisted on accompanying me, I squared my shoulders. I'm 19. Let me handle this. Mom squeezed my hand. We'll always have your back. We found Ethan leaning precariously over the hospital roof's edge. Crutches abandoned. Firefighters maintained distance as inflatable rescue cushions were deployed. Ethan, I called softly, edging closer. I'm here. I love you. He shouted, tears streaming. I know. I lied. Bile rising in my throat. His Oscar-worthy performance made me wish the pavement waited below without safety nets. Forgive my mistakes. He pleaded. We all make errors. I replied, thinking how mine was ever trusting this manipulative snake. Camera phones captured every word of his Shakespearean monologue. As I neared, he demanded, prove you forgive me with a kiss. Behind his handsome facade lurked calculation. The firefighters signaled readiness. Forgive this. I roared, kicking his grip loose. His scream echoed as he plummeted onto the safety cushion. Mrs. Johnson fainted dramatically below. Turning to lingering cameras, I declared, we were never together. Not before. Not now. Not ever. My parents engulfed me in a protective embrace. Their grown child still needing shelter from storms. The viral aftermath proved uglier than the stunt itself. Comments flooded in. Cold-hearted bitch. That's attempted murder. Typical gold digger ditching her disabled boyfriend. She's always acted superior in class. Feminists ruin everything. Expose this slut. Trolls even resurrected my sophomore year assault trauma, probably spreading legs for other guys already. My journal entries about Ethan now read like horror novels. I'd meticulously documented every red flag. Every boundary respected, yet society saw only the monster they created. Ethan was well aware of my feelings for him. Yet he never overstepped boundaries. This restraint only deepened my admiration during those youthful years. My chest tightened with frustration until I impulsively kicked Ethan off the ledge, knowing full well the air mattress below would cushion his fall. The internet mob only consumed the narrative they craved. My parents faced suspension from their jobs. Emily. Mom hugged me close. Her familiar lavender scent calming me. Remember what I told you? We'll always stand by you. I buried my face in her sweater. I'll be strong. Mom. This time, Ethan wouldn't manipulate the game. He created a social media account titled Ethan, Never Ghosted to clear my name. His post trending at #1. The rumors are true, Emily is my girlfriend. Our recent spat got blown out of proportion. She'd never abandoned me after college. That harassment incident? She's still healing. Stop reopening old wounds. We're still together, send blessings. I stared at the viral post. Why this obsession? He loved Sophia, that much was undeniable. Last lifetime. He'd driven me to ruin avenging her. When I'd exposed her lies, his nuclear reaction made no sense. Why haunt me instead of confronting her? Before I could strategize, Sophia requested an emergency meetup. You don't love Ethan? She demanded at the cafe. Not even remotely. I answered. Relief flooded her features as she launched into their love story, identical to Ethan's version. Except he'd described their past with revulsion. He's my lifeline. She confessed, gripping my wrist. My mother abandoned me. My father's useless. Without Ethan's love, her voice broke. What do you want? I asked flatly. Just don't steal him from me. She pleaded. The girl who'd once flaunted her superiority now groveled. Ethan only loves himself. I stated before leaving. Outside, a broad-shouldered stranger blocked my path. My hand flew to the pepper spray in my bag, old habits from sophomore year's trauma. Mr. Davis sent me. The man said, maintaining respectful distance. Little Emily forgot her math tutor? The memory clicked. Lucas. The ragged honor student Dad had sponsored years ago. He'd repaid every cent of his tuition after quitting school to care for his ailing grandmother. Mom, then head nurse, had arranged the old woman's surgery. He'd lived with us, doing chores and tutoring me in exchange. The once timid boy now carried himself like royalty. I orchestrated Sophia's approach. Lucas revealed as we walked. She's a drowning person clinging to driftwood. If you compete for that wood, she'll drown you. Stay ashore with me instead. His eyes glinted with the sharp intellect. I remembered the prodigy who'd later ace his Ivy League triple majors. As expected, when a big shot speaks, it carries weight. Just as we were talking, a van pulled up and a swarm of reporters with microphones and cameras rushed out. These small media outlets hungry for clicks were trying to capitalize on the viral moment, crowding around us like hornets. I nearly stumbled, but Lucas steadied me with his arm. Ethan limped toward me with his cane, his voice trembling with anguish. Is this why you threw me away? Emily? How could you be so heartless? Having already dragged my parents into this mess, I couldn't risk involving Lucas. Before I could respond, Lucas stepped forward, shielding me from the cameras. Emily was never with you to begin with. This narrative about her abandoning you is pure fiction. Your social media smear campaign reeks of emotional manipulation, not affection. He turned to the reporters, his voice firm. I advise all media outlets present to fact-check before publishing sensationalized stories. Defamatory content will result in immediate legal action. Ethan's jaw tightened as a reporter shouted, "What's your relationship to Miss Davis? Was she actually assaulted that night?" Her father mentored me, Lucas stated calmly. I intervened before anything happened. She's unharmed. Wait, Lucas was my rescuer? Not Ethan? During the car ride home, my parents invited Lucas for dinner. I retreated to my room, curious about Sophia's next move. Online, the interview footage was exploding. OMG, I'm shipping this couple so hard. If Emily dumped that amputee for this hottie, I'd cheer. Brainy heartthrob alert. Someone find me his LinkedIn/Tinder whole genome sequence. Low-key, doesn't the genius guy resemble the wheelchair dude? My chest constricted. Memories of teenage naivety resurfacing. Lucas, can I like you? Just when I thought he'd say yes, he'd ice-cold replied, no. After that, he'd avoid me. Soon, there was always this soft-spoken girl waiting by his locker. I got the message, he preferred gentle girl next door types over loudmouths like me. All these years, I'd credited Ethan with saving me. Turns out it was Lucas. The 6-year age gap between us had felt insurmountable then. Our class chat pinged. Ethan had uploaded a zipped file. Admin. Delete that. I can't retract it. Everyone knew what they'd find, shirtless bedroom selfies of Ethan. Progressing to private videos. Babe, let's film our first time. Purred a feminine voice. We'll cherish this when we're old. Further down were X-rated clips. Are you planning to apply to my grad school for your master's? I'm only a freshman, besides. He went to MIT. I didn't dare entertain the thought, just like I didn't dare fantasize about him. You should start planning early. My phone buzzed with Mrs. Johnson sharing her live stream link. What was she up to? I waved my phone, signaling I needed to handle this. Lucas quietly exited my room, closing the door behind him. Upon joining, I realized it was Sophia broadcasting live. Sensing something brewing, I hit record. Sophia, you shameless bitch. Why'd you leak those files to the class group? You humiliated me. Ethan sat on the couch, swinging his cane at her. The stream instantly flooded with comments. I assent that Ethan never dumped by his girlfriend? Is he hitting his girlfriend? Wrong girl, that's his childhood friend. Not Emily. I clarified. Men who hit women are trash. Ethan. I accidentally sent them. The video barely showed you anyway. But my other photos were there. You idiot, sending from my phone made everyone think I'm fucking you. Ethan cursed in his southern drawl. Mom was right, you're bad news. I messed up last time. But not this lifetime. Last lifetime? This lifetime? He'd also been reborn. If he remembered everything, he should know how much I loathe him. Comments exploded, someone send the video link. Seconding that request. Leak it already. You're all I have now. Sophia clung to Ethan's uninjured leg. Tears streaming. You promised to love only me. Her crying melted Ethan's anger. He stroked her hair gently. You love me. Right? Yes. Then you'll do whatever I say? Anything. I do love you, you're my only girl. But I need Emily as my girlfriend. She might seem ordinary now. But her brother's loaded. When she marries, he'll give us millions. Why bother with college? The stream exposed Ethan's true colors while he remained oblivious. Brother? I'm an only child. The feed flooded with outrage. Poor Emily. Trapped with this gold digger. I regret ever defending this scumbag. Who leaked this? Karma's a bitch. Mrs. Johnson barged in with groceries. Screaming at Sophia, you home-wrecking slut. Look what you've done to my boy. You ruined his college chances twice. Get out. You cursed. The stream abruptly ended, platforms banning it for abusive content. Later updates revealed Sophia had used Mrs. Johnson's phone to frame her, exposing Ethan's hypocrisy and destroying their mother-son bond. Mrs. Johnson later posted a tearful video. I divorced my abusive husband for Ethan. Worked 2 jobs so he could attend good schools. But he keeps throwing away opportunities for that manipulative girl. I'm done. He's 19, let him face his own mess. Sophia's calculated moves finally made sense. As Lucas said, she's drowning. Clawing at any lifeline to drag others down with her. By sabotaging Ethan's future, she ensured he'd stay trapped in her orbit forever. The video concluded, to Emily, I apologize. Ethan made me pressure you into dating him. Thank God you refused. That ungrateful snake never deserved you. I never imagined Mrs. Johnson would turn against Ethan in her rage. As public opinion shifted, everyone turned to condemn Ethan. As for me, the school counselor urged me to return to campus. My father had Lucas accompany me, and Lucas shoved a grocery bag into my hands. Wait here, he said before disappearing. I lingered at the cafe, unsure of his intentions. Emily. Ethan's voice came, hobbling toward me with a peanut milk carton. I instinctively stepped back. After everything that happened, I realized my obsession with revenge had faded. Alive, Ethan would forever bear society's scorn. Sophia's deranged obsession would torment him far worse than I ever could. Walking away remained the wisest choice. Let this be our final meeting. Don't you want to know how I died in our previous life? So he was reborn too. We entered the nearly empty morning cafe. He placed the peanut milk on the table. But I pushed it away. Lucas' snack bag already contained several cartons. This used to be your favorite. Ethan persisted. I brought you one every morning. That was before we'd crossed timelines. Irrevocably changed. Drink it. Consider this my atonement before we part. I accepted the carton but asked the server for a cup. Old habits die hard. I'd always poured it out to savor slowly. Back when love sweetened every sip. Thirsty. I hesitated before reaching for Lucas' peanut milk instead. If I wanted a fresh start. Clinging to old rituals made no sense. Ethan returned clutching flowers. If this is about reconciliation, I began coldly. I'm sorry. Emily. Truly. The apology curdled in my throat with the peanut milk. Some wounds never heal. My restraint already exceeded mercy. He set the bouquet aside. Last timeline. I discovered Sophia's assault was fabricated. Found your diary too, realized you were the one who truly, his voice cracked. Confronting Sophia drove her to self-harm. She's psychotic. And you're any better? The words escaped before I could stop them. I fell from that construction site searching for her on your college entrance exam day. Dying brought me back. I swore to win you over. even through desperate means. His gaze dropped to the cup I'd poured. You must have been terrified of me. He gulped the liquid. Parched from confession. Ethan. After what you did. There's no future for us. No forgiveness. But I know tomorrow's lottery numbers. Future tech breakthroughs. His eyes glittered feverishly. We could be rich beyond. You mentioned visiting my grave last timeline. Met my mysterious brother? I interrupted. Your parents only had you. His sudden grin chilled me. Unless, Lucas. Of course, the Brown family's long-lost heir. Always wondered why he seemed familiar. How did you die? I pressed. Sophia drove us into a river when I left her. Never made it to college. His laugh turned brittle. Hanging up on me that night, you made the right call. I tossed my empty carton. We're done here. Leaving so soon? Ethan's smile turned venomous. That peanut milk contained something special. What did you? Just a neural inhibitor. He swayed. Complexion graying. Forget the past. We could start over. I dialed 911 as he collapsed. Why aren't you? His whisper faded with consciousness. The EMTs found us minutes later, me calmly sipping Lucas' drink. Ethan convulsing on the floor. Turned out pouring his gift into the cup saved me. Some habits protect more than memories. Fortunately, I'd kept my guard up and refused the drink he offered. By some twist of fate, he ended up consuming his own drugged water. Ethan was rushed to the ER again. Sophia charged at me, demanding, "You said you didn't like him. Why did you meet him? What did you do?" I sighed. Ethan tried to drug me. He poisoned himself. What'll happen to him now? Probably be dependent on you forever. Sophia's eyes lit up with perverse excitement. After Ethan became paralyzed and I clarified everything with the police. Lucas drove me to campus. Can I love you now? He grabbed my wrist as I stepped out of the car. No. I mimicked his old stern tone. You were too young before. I wanted to wait until you matured. Lucas kept holding my arm. These past nights. I keep dreaming Ethan killed you. In my dreams. I avenged you. Made him confront the truth. Turned him against Sophia until they fell into the river. We exclaimed simultaneously. My breath caught. So in our past life, he'd been my avenger. How could you possibly? I silenced him with a kiss. Maybe I'd loved him all along. Lucas slid a ring onto my finger. His mysterious errand had been to get this. After graduation, we married. I entered his university's graduate program, ending our long-distance days. As for Ethan, paralyzed and suddenly nostalgic for Sophia's devotion, he proposed. She eagerly agreed. But Mrs. Johnson retaliated by marrying Sophia's alcoholic father, making any union between them legally impossible. I kept Sophia's social media unblocked. Her daily posts chronicled. Oops. Big bro had an accident in his pants again. But I don't mind. Ethan can't chew solid food anymore. I masticate every meal for him. True love means never giving up. My hubby's a eunuch now. Found a stray cat today, also neutered. Perfect match. Then the posts changed. Turns out this neutered tomcat belonged to my soulmate. Destiny. Ethan. Why won't you die? You ruined my chance at real love. I deleted her contact. Smiling. See something good. Mrs. Brown? Lucas nuzzled against me. Just seeing the architect of misery get his blueprint returned.